Welcome to the House Roethlisberger-built Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Powell. The Golden Gophers will put total weather to crank us up. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Miami Redhawks offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this you know you can trust. You know exactly what you're getting. He knows the playbook, knows the program, a guy you can believe in.
They feed him again. And the Redhawks pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Redhawks want to pick up the tempo. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
From the gun, running back on the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an...
And he's running in the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that is another first down for the offense.
The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Touchdown, Miami! And they strike first. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Minnesota's offense has the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eye.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He makes the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Oxford, Ohio. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
And the Redhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll start this drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Redhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Redhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it on the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Meyer. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Myers. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He wants to throw it again. Scrambling away. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, looking for a man. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Coastal Carolina.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Hawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.